Alright, so today I'm going to be doing a 50 random facts about me video. I actually pre-wrote all these facts ahead of time because I'm super bad at being spontaneous. I definitely would draw so many blanks because 50 is a pretty big number. So yeah, let's get started. So the first fact is I was born in India, specifically in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. I am 23 years old. My birthday is on September 8th, so this year I'm going to be 24 in like a month. And I am actually a Virgo. When I was 6 months old, I moved to Lagos, Nigeria. So even though I lived in Nigeria for like 3 years, I've never actually eaten Nigerian food. And I think that's because at that time there was a military coup, or like there had been a military coup in Nigeria, and my parents just didn't feel comfortable going out. We did have Nigerian people who worked in our home, but I guess my parents never asked them to make the food for us because they just were really Indian. When I was 3.5 years old, I moved to San Jose, California, and that was the first time that I had ever been in the US. I actually went to 7 different schools, not counting college, so I basically went to 1 preschool, 3 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school. I have an older brother. He's 30 years old, so he's like 6 years older than me. I got my bachelor's in biological sciences, so general biology, and we're supposed to pick an emphasis, and my emphasis was applied microbiology and biotechnology. Currently, I'm working towards a master's in computer science. I want to specialize in bioinformatics, which is why the like change in major. And yeah, I have 1 more year left of that, and hopefully after that I'll get a job. My bachelor's and my master's, I actually took a gap year where I worked in a food pathology lab. So we worked with like Salmonella, E. coli A157H7, and Listeria monocytogenes. So it's definitely a lot of dangerous stuff in there. I hate having long nails. As you can see, my nails are pretty short. I just feel like they get so dirty, and they're just like, it's hard to write, and like they break easily. The interesting thing is though, when I was younger, I loved having long nails. And when I say younger, I mean like 3rd grade younger. Like, I don't know why I had long nails back then. I'm definitely a dog person over a cat person. I just feel like I've had more exposure to dogs, and also I like their personalities. No, I don't like have any hate for cats, but they're kind of like, I don't know, I don't like the way they cry. My favorite type of food is definitely Thai food. I think it's just the perfect blend of like noodles and rice with different types of spices, and then there's also like coconut milk and stuff. It's just so tasty. I could definitely eat Thai food for the rest of my life. I love watching Hindi movies. I definitely don't watch them that much anymore as I used to, but I'll check out the reviews and watch like a good one every few weeks, I would say. My favorite actor back in the day was definitely Shah Rukh Khan. Like, I feel like that's very standard for a lot of people. And these days, I have been liking Deepika Padukone and Priyanka Chopra, along with Ranveer Singh. I went through a phase where I definitely watched a good amount of Korean dramas. It was in high school. I don't know, they definitely appealed to me back then. Now I feel like they are pretty long, so I don't know if I would have time to watch them. Once I saw Riley Curry, as in Steph Curry's daughter, at Lemonade, and she was just sitting there by herself at a booth. I think she was saving it for her grandparents. She was with Steph's parents, and I was just like, oh my god, because I love Riley Curry. I think she's so adorable. Ever since her viral video, "Way up, I feel blessed" video, like, oh my god, that was the cutest thing ever. Oh my god, that was like a dream come true. I love Riley. Once when I was younger, I went to a Bollywood show. I think this was like in '98, and Shah Rukh Khan performed there, and I like could not believe that it was Shah Rukh Khan. I thought it was someone in a mask. Like, I was like, no, Shah Rukh Khan is not actually here. And I was really happy, and then I think Kajol came, and then Akshay Kumar came too. And basically Akshay Kumar came on stage. He was like, he like took off his shirt, and I got really scared because he had like a really hairy chest, and I was just like, oh my god, I don't want to go near him. And then my dad, like, oh yeah, so basically Akshay Kumar was like, all the kids come on stage, and my dad like took me on his shoulders and like tried to get me on stage, and I was so scared and terrified. But yeah, I can say I was on stage with Akshay Kumar. Nicki Minaj is actually my favorite rapper. I just think she's so good at what she does, and I don't know, her lyrics are just like, sometimes it's just like, what? Did she actually go there? But it's like her lyrics are just so catchy, and I just love them. They're good. Yeah. Nicki Minaj for sure. I actually do like to swim. I wouldn't consider myself a swimmer because I'm not really good at it and my form is probably horrible, but the good thing about swimming is it's hard to get injured and I don't know, I just really enjoy being in the water. It's very relaxing. I am a person who is always late to trends. Whenever a trend comes down, I'm like, I don't know if I'm feeling it, and then maybe like 6 months later you'll see me sporting that trend. The last TV show I watched was Scream, like the Scream TV series from MTV. I wouldn't really recommend it. I'm kind of not sure why I watched it. I think I just want to know who the killer was. The last TV show I watched and enjoyed was Jane the Virgin season 3. I thought that season was really good. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for the next season. I didn't really like season 2. When I was younger, I always wanted to get a kids meal from McDonald's. I'd always see kids with like the little McDonald's box and I was like, what is in there? Is there like a toy in there or what? And I was just like so curious, but I think like I didn't know what it was called, or like my dad also didn't want to get it for me because it was expensive. Like we had just moved to the US at that time. And yeah, I always really wanted a kids meal when I was younger and no one got it for me. My favorite color is actually gold. I just love how shiny it is and so pretty and it looks good on everyone. My go-to Starbucks drink is a tall iced caramel macchiato, which is so basic, but I really can't drink bitter drinks. I have the absolute worst luck when it comes to balls, and I mean like sport balls, like especially basketball and volleyballs. I always manage to like get hit in the face or like get hit on the head. Actually, when I was in like my freshman year of high school, which is like when you're like probably at your most self-conscious, I was doing some volunteering thing with a friend and we were about to pass by the varsity volleyball men's team. They were practicing and I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't walk past them. I'm gonna get hit in the face. I just know it. And she was like, no, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, I'm cursed. Like, you don't understand. And then she's like, no, you can do it. And I was like, okay, you know, this is like a new school, a new time. Let me just try to walk past. And I walked past and I literally got hit on the head. And that was just so embarrassing. No one even said sorry. It was so rude. Speaking of sports, when I was in school, I hated PE. And it was mainly not because of the sports, but because of the competitive people in PE. You all know who I'm talking about. There's always some like really competitive guy who is super mean if you weren't like really athletic or if you didn't get the game or whatever. So because of that, I just hated PE because I was an easy target, okay? So when it comes to languages, I can speak English, I speak Urdu pretty well, Hindi relatively well. Like my grammar is probably wrong because I don't know all the gender stuff, and I can speak a little bit of French. I took it for 5 years in school. I love being organized, but I'm also a really messy person, which sort of doesn't make sense when you're a Virgo, but that's just the way I am. So when it comes to the countries, I've been to the US, obviously, India, the Netherlands, England, Singapore, and Honduras. I haven't traveled that much, but I've been to a few places. I hate arguing with people. Like, first of all, I'm bad at it. Second of all, I don't have the energy for it. I'm the type of person who will just make my point once and then I'll stop. And I'm like, okay, whatever. If you want to win, go ahead and win. I don't really care about having the last word. I actually don't have a lot of friends. I'm the type of person who likes having a few close friends and that's it. I'm not really, I don't know, I have a lot of acquaintances, I guess, but I don't really connect with people that often, I would say. I am a huge homebody. I love staying at home. I like socializing too, but I definitely like staying at home a lot. I don't like wearing jeans. I'm trying to get more into it and stop wearing leggings all the time, but I don't know, I just feel like jeans are not that comfortable. And when I'm just chilling, I want to be in leggings or like yoga pants or something. I was younger, elementary school especially, I was really shy. Like, I was in this special group and we got taken out of class. And basically it was for kids who kind of had like issues. Like most of the kids, it's because they acted out too much. But me, it's because I was really shy and I just didn't talk much. But yeah, it was pretty fun. We got a lot of candy in that group. I definitely became a lot more outgoing once I went to college. I'm not gonna say that like, oh, I'm super outgoing now, but I'm definitely more willing to approach people and I feel like I'm more comfortable with myself. Like, I'm more comfortable with being me. I also learned a violin for 3 years. I was absolutely terrible, probably because I didn't practice, but I just didn't like it. I thought I would, and then I started the instrument, I was like, nah, it's not working out. I actually don't like cooking. I'm a really impatient person. I want my food and I want it now. I am just trying to like it a little bit more because I'm kind of like forced to cook if I want to be healthy and everything and stop spending so much money. So I have started a little bit more, but I don't really like it that much. I like to actually read. I was a huge bookworm when I was younger, then I just stopped. I think maybe like in high school I read a little bit less. But recently, like not recently, like a year ago I got a Kindle and it has made reading a lot easier for me, and currently I'm actually reading 3 books. I'm reading Norwegian Wood, which is pretty good. I'm almost done with these books. So Norwegian Wood and Unaccustomed Earth, which is really good. And then I'm also reading The Girl That Played with Fire, which is also good, but it's kind of slow. I love athleisure. You will definitely see me in gym clothing, and people are always like, did you just come back from the gym? Are you going to the gym? And I'm like, no, I'm just chilling. I love using planners. I'm one of those people who likes to plan everything. A lot of times I won't even look back at my planner. I just like the idea of writing it. But then again, when you do write stuff, you remember it better. So that's probably why I don't even have to look back at my planner. Once in undergrad, I'm definitely not proud of this, but one time in undergrad, I actually missed a midterm. I got my dates mixed up and I just didn't go to the midterm, and then I found out the next day because I was talking to somebody and I was like, oh, are you ready for the midterm tomorrow? And they were like, what are you talking about? The midterm was yesterday. And I was just like, what? And then it was the worst possible thing ever. It was even my senior year, so it wasn't like I was a noob at college at that time. And basically I got to take the midterm late, but the professor did take 20% off. But I mean, I guess that's better than not being able to take the midterm at all. I do prefer savory food over sweet food. I like sweets, but not all of them. I'm kind of picky when it comes to those. As a kid, my mom used to lose me a lot. She claims that like I was running away, but I'm just like, okay, I was a little kid. I was not running away. Like, you're supposed to keep an eye on me. But I remember once she actually lost me at Balika Market in New Delhi, which you know is not a safe place to lose a kid. Like, thank God someone found me and returned me to like the lost area, the lost and found. But yeah, I was lost there. And also my mom did lose me at Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, but I was a little bit older then, and I feel like that's a little bit safer than Balika Market. In 2nd grade, I remember I was such a weirdo. Like, I used to do this thing where I had like this box filled with like prizes, and they were just like random stuff that I had at home or like random stuff that I would get from the store. And I would give people in my class points based on like how nice they were to me, and then I would like write it down, and everyone knew this. And then after they got a certain amount of points, they could get a prize. Like, the prizes had like different point values. I don't know, I was such a weirdo. I learned classical dance for 8 years. Specifically, I learned Odissi, which is a classical dance from Odisha. I learned Hindustani classical, like singing, for 4 years, and yeah, I can't really sing anymore, but I guess like my voice changed and everything, so if you ask me to sing now, I can't do it. But I feel like I was a decent singer. I wasn't amazing because I didn't really practice, but I was decent. Okay, so I think this is number 50, which is, it's kind of a lame fact, but I think I would prefer like really cold weather to really hot weather. I just do not deal well with the heat. Especially this summer has been really, really hot. Okay, so thanks so much for watching my sort of lame 50 facts video. I mean, some of them are interesting, but I feel like some of them are just kind of like, whatever. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like the video and also subscribe to my channel. And yeah, see you next time. Bye!